I always preach mentality and consistency. But how do you know that you're doing those two things right? And do you learn as you go, or like before you start, or like how does it work? And obviously, are you even doing enough? For you to even begin to answer that question, you need to have sort of an understanding of yourself, your wants and your needs, and mainly why you want the wants and needs. You also kind of have to have a slight basic understanding of why you want those needs, the reason behind you wanting those needs. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, you're not only aware of just yourself, but you're also aware of how much of yourself is yourself because it's yourself, and how much of yourself is yourself because of your society and how you grew up. Once you have that sort of basically down, you can move forward with the rest of this video and the rest of your life basically. Brings us to the question, are you doing enough? The short answer is no. The long answer is yes, but you could always be doing much more. There's always going to be more. No matter who you are, no matter what happens, no matter what level you're at in life, there's always going to be more. More to do, more to learn, more to think about, and more to experience. I want to be a content creator. If I was doing enough as a content creator, I would stop uploading. As long as I'm uploading week in and week out, as long as I'm improving every single time, as long as I'm doing something new every single time, as long as there's something new to talk about, there's always going to be more I could do. And when you break it down to the rest of life, it's pretty much the same thing. There's just always so much more that you could do. And that doesn't mean you can't just like kick up and relax and shit every once in a while. The key word is once in a while. You can't have a fulfilling or happy life from just kicking around and doing nothing. I wish. If it was that easy, why do you think most people don't do it? That's why I think heaven is not that much better than hell, personally. But how do you begin to do that if you don't know who you are, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what anything is? How do you even learn those things? Simple. Turn off this video. Not yet, but you turn off this video, turn off all your distractions, and you tell yourself, what do I want to do now? If you don't have an answer to that, if you have nothing to do, there's nothing that you're supposed to be doing, there's nothing that you want to do, there's nothing that you want to create, that's a completely different topic. But usually that's where every single story starts to differ. For me, I'd probably say work on my car, or go do something, go out for a walk and enjoy scenery. It's different for each different person. Whatever that thing is for you, you just have to do it. And once you do it once, you'll be able to do it again and again and again. And once you have that down, you can sort of be like, okay, now I know I can do this. Let me try to do this thing. Let me try to do this other thing. Hey, I learned those two things. Let me try to put them together and see what I can do from learning those two things. There's no way you'll be able to create something or have the mentality to think about something without having to do the little things first. For your brain to think more freely, your brain has to do the basic building blocks first. You can't pick up a pen for the first time and instantly be enamored with all the knowledge of how to draw and be able to produce a masterpiece. You might have some sort of innate talent where you sort of know what you're doing, but you can never create a magical art piece off the first rip unless you're that 0.00001% that can actually do it. But other than that, you're pretty much stuck with having to learn and improve each and every single day. What separates someone from being great to being nobody in the rest of society? Consistency and mentality. Back to the first point I said, remember? And if you still don't know what you're doing in life and still lost, maybe you should pop some 3 grams of shrooms and figure that shit out for yourself, bro. But for legal purposes, that was just a joke. Do not do that. In conclusion, if you think you can do more, then do more. If you think you should do more, then you should go do more. If you think you've done enough, then you have it and you should go do some more. What the fuck are you still doing watching this video? Go do more.